a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be finding it, but I'll break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to where I was going. It's such an piece of
I just wanted someone who could listen. My whole life I just wanted to be some kind of good thing. Yeah, I just want to be good. Yeah, I just want to be good. Yeah, I just want to be good.
What up, everyone? It's your boy, Mr. 35. I'm back at it again. Hey, if you're looking at me, like the screen, share the screen. I hope you'll enjoy our next guest that's coming up. My next guest that's coming up all the way from the NYC, but he's not from the NYC. But at this time, not further ado, he's in the waiting room. Let us introduce you, Mr. Ethan Texas Fry. Mr. Ethan, are you there? Let's see, his audio trying to come in.
Yo,
What's up, young man?
what's up? How are you?
How you doing? Let's see.
I'm good here. Hold on, I'm trying to get the camera set up.
There we go.
There we go.
What's up, Ethan, man? Glad to have
What's
you on
up?
the show, brother.
Glad you're having me. Thank you.
Man, you know, I gotta look out for my peoples, you know. I gotta look out for my peoples, my football players, my sports players. But everybody, this is Mr. 35. I am here with Mr. Ethan Fry, QBDBN wide receiver. Do it. He can do it all. He can say it all. But let us get into his story. Ethan, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from? Where you at? And what position you play?
I originally grew up in Texas, born and raised there, lived there for 13 years. Then I moved up to New York with my mom. So been playing football here since 7th grade. Been playing quarterback all my life. Last year, switched over to receiver because we had a great quarterback in Nick Whitfield. Played there for a little bit, took the reins back senior year and balled out senior year.
Oh, man, I seen your highlights, man. I mean, we're going to get to that in a second. But, Ethan, I saw on your post, man, you said sectional championship Thursday. What is that? What are y'all doing Thursday, championship? Explain that to my audience. What's that about?
That was actually yesterday. We played in the sectional championship for Class C. Fortunately, we came up short by 2 points. We were down 22-6, made a fourth quarter comeback, but, penalties and, a couple key mistakes. Fortunately, we lost, but the boys stayed in it, gave it a hard fought, but didn't end how we wanted it to.
Hey, we can't all get it that way. So, Ethan, a lot of people want to know what is the difference between Texas football, which is a religion, and New York football, which people say is the most underrated football. So tell us the difference between the two.
Well, honestly, growing up in Texas, I used to go to the Friday night games, the crowds, I got to give it, are definitely way bigger. Football, that's the heart and soul of Texas. So I got to give it to Texas, but we got some dogs up here in New York. Like it's good football, some good competition, and we get some pretty good atmospheres. Like I don't know many other states that are playing in NFL stadiums for championships besides, Texas, of course.
Yeah, some of their high schools bigger than, probably bigger than, man. People don't believe me, man. Ethan, I swear they don't believe how big football is in the South. They don't believe me.
It's big. It's big.
It's big. So, all right, a little bit about yourself, Ethan. So, you don't play the game. How was senior night? Someone texted me, asking what senior night was like. Your last game with your boys. So what is like, man?
Senior night, we actually played our crosstown rivals week 8, last week of the regular season at home, rivalry week. We came out with the dub. We dominated. I think score was like 47-20. So it was a great way to end the career in Fredonia, but that wasn't our last game. We knew that. We knew we were going to make a run in the playoffs. So I mean, that was kind of just gotta give our rivals the business and then move on to what really matters, the playoffs.
That's it. Playoffs. Yeah, that's all that matters. Finish on empty. Hashtag. That's a big hashtag going around on y'all pages. What is that about? Who came up with that? Finish on empty. Nice.
It was kind of just the slogan going into this week because last week we played Medina going into the semifinals. They beat us last year in the sectional finals, so that was a really, really big game for us. We finished. We put everything we had. We won the game, obviously, and everyone was banged up this week. Everyone was hurting, and a lot of people didn't believe in us going into championship. They thought we were going to get blown out. It was just going to be like last year. So it was just finish on empty. Give it everything you had, every play, like leave it all out on the field, no matter what happened. And it's exactly what we did.
So when did you? Someone want to know. Text me now. They blowing on my phone. When did you want to know that you was a great quarterback? That you wanted to play quarterback? Because to me, it seemed like you were a team player. Like you said, you stepped down for quarterback and played receiver, and came back and got the job back and dominated. So tell us what it's like, man, to play quarterback and play all these positions like this.
Growing up, I was watching a lot of football, and the 2016 Broncos. I saw Peyton Manning, and I just saw him slinging the rock, and it made me want to play quarterback. So I started going and training for quarterback. So I knew from day one I wanted to be a quarterback. But like I said before, last year, senior quarterback Nick Whitfield, he's a great quarterback. He went Division I to St. Francis. So I had to take a step back in my role. Got to play another position, which I loved because, I'm on the field. Football's my love. So no matter what, as long as I'm on the field, that's all that really matters. But it was great to play receiver. I mean, it gave me a different look at the game, different perspective. Helped me for senior year playing quarterback because, like, I know the route concepts now. Like, I know how to run them, like how the timing is. So, honestly, it really helped for senior year.
Okay, so what are some adversities that you went through that make you such a tough player? Some people said, one kid said his parents died. I mean, his dad and his brother never got to see him play. So he played for them. Some people say they played for their grandparents. What about you? What are some things that you went through in your story that helped make you this baller, man? You're a baller.
Well, growing up in Texas, my parents split apart and my mom moved to New York. My dad stayed down in Texas and he had some difficulties. So for a while I went and lived with my friends down in Texas. I was staying on their couch and stuff until I eventually moved up here. And I mean, I moved away from all my family because my family's down in Texas. They just weren't in the, position to help while I was down there. So I've kind of just been playing football and, keeping my head down, grinding, hoping to get a nice scholarship, go to college, be the first in my family to go to college, just put on for my family.
Hey, ain't nothing like it. And that's a nice story, man. I like that. I like this. So, coach's question. This is from a coach. What is your favorite non-football memory? Your favorite non-football memory?
My sophomore year, I'm playing basketball and I got moved up to varsity. I was a starting shooting guard and we went all the way and won the sectional title. We got a picture of it up here. So that's probably my favorite non-football memory. That it was a great group of guys there and a lot of memories were made there. It was like my first experience of really winning like a big championship in high school sports. So it was great.
Right. I like that. So tell me about the Elway jersey. What? He's one of your role models, eh?
I'm actually a huge Bronco fan. I love the Broncos.
Okay.
I actually got a Von Miller jersey hanging up in my living room. But no, I wanted a Peyton Manning jersey, but I saw John Elway out in Denver one day, and I had his jersey on deck. I asked for an autograph. He gave it to me, but I was really hoping I could get a Peyton Manning one. That's next on the block.
Nice. So, on the gridiron, who is the best player you ever faced on the gridiron?
That's a good question. Huh. Honestly, I don't really know. I faced a couple of great players. If I had to name one, I'd probably say last year, Aiden Kennedy. He played for Southwestern. I mean, he was no Nick Whitfield or any of the products of Fredonia, but he was a great quarterback. He ran a nice little program over there, and I gotta give credit where credit's due. He had a great high school career, but he couldn't get over the top against Fredonia, of course.
There you go. Long you get that up in there, right? Long you get that up. Hey, so what is a mistake that most people make about you on the football field? What mistake could they make about Ethan Fry?
A lot of defenses, they actually think I'm just a pocket passer. They don't respect the scrambling abilities, but I can scramble a little bit. I had over 600 rushing yards, 8 rushing TDs, had a couple 60-yard touchdowns, 30-yard touchdowns. You give me space, I can move. I can make some people miss. I can get going.
I love it, man. I love it. So this is teammate. All right, this is part of the show. We're gonna talk about your teammate. Now I'm gonna say something. You gotta give me one of your teammates, all right?
Okay.
All right. Biggest smack talker.
Oh, my left tackle, middle linebacker, Matty Cash. That man talks the most crap on the field. 24/7, no doubt about it. You can guarantee every play he's going to make sure he lets you know about how hard he hit you.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, all right, man. Shout out to you, man. The biggest smack talk. All right. Worst dressed? Yeah.
Probably our running back, Micah Davis. That's my guy, fellow senior captain, but his drip's not there, He got some basic drip, it's just.
All right. Hardest worker.
I'd probably say our junior wide receiver, Jameson Quinn. He got moved up to varsity last year as a sophomore, and he was maybe 120 pounds soaking wet. and he was in the weight room a lot this year, grinding, and I think he got up to around 150, 160. He was a 5'9" receiver. His speed, he went from like maybe like a 4'8", 40 down to a 4'5". Like he was putting in work over the off season, and it's definitely showing.
Jamison Quinn. All right. Who's your X factor on your team? Like, a lot of people talk about you, probably talk about your running back, Micah, but who is the X factor? Like he's the X factor. Like, you better watch out for it.
I can't name one person because honestly, all of us are the X factors. Like we got. If you want to talk about defense, we can go Samuel Azariah. He's our defensive end. He leads the state in sacks. He had like 18, 19 on the year. Some crazy numbers there.
That's
and then
crazy.
we come over to our receiving core. Jamison Quinn, like I said, 10 touchdowns on the year, over 500-600 receiving yards. Come over to the slot, Keegan Whitfield, another crazy year. I think he had around 900 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns. We want to go out wide to our other receiver, Jay Hawk. He'll pop off for 100 a game, give you a couple bean tops in the end zone. We got Brandon Ronsky. He'll pop off, We got all the X factors. You can't stop. You stop one of them, the other one's going off. So
Right. I like that, Jay. Look at you. Look. Holla out to your boy Jay putting y'all on. All right. Funniest coach. Who is your funniest coach?
Probably Coach Justin Sherlock. He's the modified coach, but he helps out with varsity probably the most. He's the quarterback coach, so he's obviously my favorite. Deal with him the most. But nah, he's a pretty funny guy. His son Finn, he's got to be the funniest little kid I've ever met. He definitely makes the whole team crack up. So it's great having them around.
Nice. Everyone, this is Mr. 3535 Sport talking with my man, Mr. Fry, all the way from the NYC, but he's a TX Texans by heart. Listen, if you got any question for Ethan, remember, text the number to 567-343-0502. I'll put it on the screen, or you can go to the YouTube channel, which we're on live, and leave a comment if you want me to go and ask him a question. Remember, like the screen and share it. Hey, Ethan, another question. Before you get on the game, is there any ritual you do? One guy said he put on 2 sets of pants before he get on. One guy said he gotta have a hole in his sock, before he play. One guy said he never lost by putting on his left sock first. So, I mean, is there some funny thing that you going on?
Before every game, I drink a Monster, but I always leave the last sip to one of my teammates. I never finish it because last year I never finished it, and the one game I finished it was in the sectional finals at the stadium, and we lost. So I never finished it again.
Oh my goodness!
It off, You'll never catch me finishing it.
I like that. That's a good one. He don't finish his Monsters. Nice. I like it. So, is there any hidden talents you have that many people don't know about, or a hobby that you do?
I'm a pretty basic guy, honestly. Go to school, play football, lift weights, play basketball. Many people don't know this, but I'm actually a sharpshooter. I got the strap. I'll give you a quick 30 if I need. Basketball season's right around the corner, so you'll see the highlights coming out. But,
okay.
I'm a sharpshooter. Many people don't know that. They think I'm just a football player, but I can give you buckets too.
Okay, that's what's up. Listen, if you could go back and talk to little Fry, freshman Fry, what is one advice that you would give him that could benefit you now that you wish someone would have told you back then?
Take advantage of it. Like, it feels like yesterday I was a freshman, and time flies, and I wish I would have held on to the memories like earlier on, like the JV days of football, like really took like, advantage of those moments, the learning process, and like the players above me. I wish I would have, looked at them more and followed in their footsteps a little bit more. But honestly, yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Just take advantage of the moment.
Now, after the championship game, y'all lost. I know there's a lot of tears going on. So, what was the message to your team that you gave your final game? So, what did you tell your teammates, your brothers?
I told them for the returners that are going to be coming back next year, I just told them to start getting in the weight room now. Like that, just because like our season ended this year doesn't mean that you have to go out on a loss. Like last year's team paved the way for us, and we're paving the way for you. Just like take advantage of these moments. Don't take anything for granted. Get in the weight room, like grind, like don't have any regrets, because that's the worst thing you can possibly do. Like when it's all over, having regrets. And that was kind of the biggest message going into senior year for the team in general, is just no regrets. And that's exactly what we did. We grinded all season, and we left it all out on the field. So
Nice. So, coach's question, coach. So that he wants, this coach want to know. Sorry, they want to know what type of player would they be bringing on their program if they offer you a scholarship?
they'd be bringing on a athletic, hardworking, dedicated player. Oh, sorry, lost you. We back?
Yeah,
All right.
we good.
They hardworking player, grinding. You're not gonna hear any excuses from me. Head down. I'm gonna, whatever you ask me to do, I'm gonna be able to do it. I can play any position. I mean, anything you need me to do, I can do it.
Sweet. Nice answer. Another question is, make sure I'm reading this right. If you had a Madden rating so I always ask this question. If you had a Madden rating, what would your rating be for high school? For high school.
High school?
Yeah. If they had a Madden game for high school, what would your rating be?
At least a 95. I'm not gonna lie. Like not to like float my boat or anything, but yeah, I'm a baller, like I had over 3,000 all-purpose yards, 35 tutties. Like, there's not a lot of high school quarterbacks doing that. I'd say at least a 95.
Right. And I was just gonna get to that. I know the quarterback hit list got you as not rated yet, but I seen some of your tape and you play better than some 3 and 4 star who are rated. So what do you say to those people who don't think you deserve a rating?
Check the tapes, check the stats, check the record. Like, I'm a baller. I win games. I make it happen, and it's just who I am. Like, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna win games. Like, I don't like to lose. I'm a very competitive person, and like, I'm always gonna be into games. Like, if you want to doubt me, go ahead, but don't come back when I'm at the top.
There you go. I like it. My boy Ethan already saw spitting it cold, spitting it raw. I like it. I can't. So when you go off to college, because someone's gonna offer you a scholarship, how is it gonna be when you leave your mom, man? Are you gonna depend on where it is, were you willing to travel long way away to go to college, or you plan on sticking near the area?
I actually want to go back down south for college if possible. Hold up, lights went out. Sorry, there's a storm here.
Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. There you
All
go.
right, we back. Will you hear?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I actually want to go back down south. It's pretty cold here. I hate the cold. So that's the game plan, get back to the warm weather. And my mother, she said she's moving down at least 2 hours away from wherever I go to college. So, I can have my space, but I'm a mama's boy. So I'm definitely going to make the trips down to see my mom.
There you go.
She's the reason I'm making it. So I can't leave her behind.
I understand that. Gotta take care of mama, man. Gotta take care of mama. All right. Let's see. Someone random question. What is the last sports movie you saw?
I've actually been watching Friday Night Lights on Netflix. I've been rewatching it, that series. It's probably my favorite football series. It's a great show.
I love it.
Shows you a nice look at Texas football. So kind of been watching that throughout the football season again.
Now you remind me of who is the friend? Riggins. You remind me of Riggins. You remind me of Riggins. No joke, man. I like. But you play like not. Let's see, what's his name? Street. You play like Street. Well, I can see Riggins all over. I can see Riggins all over. If y'all don't know what we talking about, check out Friday Night Light. You won't be sorry. You won't be sorry. Well, that's it. We're at the part of the show where you give a nominee. You got to nominate someone to come on the show. It could be anybody. Anybody.
Jamison Quinn. I keep coming back to him, but that's my guy. I think you'd really like having him on the show. He's a baller. Really make a name for himself. So I think you would enjoy talking to him.
All right, Jamison Quinn. That's that receiver you were talking about, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jamison Quinn. Ethan just nominated you, so you gotta come on the show. Don't let your boy down. Just come on, man. We got you. All right, we got you. But you're gonna have to tag me in Messenger what his Twitter name is, so
of course. So
I can hit him up. This is the 3-5 Sports Show. I'm Mr. 3-5. We're here talking to Mr. Ethan Fry. So we're at the part of the show, fourth quarter, where he is going to say hello, show his respect to everyone. Shout out. We call it shout out. Quarterback call it barking. We're gonna call it shout out. So, Ethan, this is your time to say anything to anybody. Trash talk, love, whatever. It's your time right now.
Well, seeing as senior year for me just ended for football, I just want to give a shout out to all my coaches, my teammates. It's been a great year. Couldn't have done it without y'all. Y'all put me through a lot, taught me a lot. It was great being a captain for y'all, a leader for y'all. We made memories that I'll never forget, and I appreciate all of those. Thank y'all for everything y'all did for me. And, of course, shout out to my mama. Couldn't have done it without her. She's the heart and soul of this, so love her. Always got to shout her out.
Yeah, got to shout. Now, tell the coaches how they like recruiting college coaches, how they can get in contact with you on social media or something like that.
You can contact me on my Twitter at Ethan_Fry8. You can you can email me at ecmfry@gmail.com, or you can contact one of my coaches on Twitter. Their links will be in my Twitter. Yeah.
There you go. Ethan, this is Mr. 3-5 Sport. We're here, man, talking to Ethan Fry. I mean, a character, man. I can pick him. I mean, but again, we appreciate you coming on, Ethan, man. It was a solid, man. I hope, wherever you go, you got to tell me where you're going to go one day. Whenever you commit, you're like, hey, 3-5, I'm going to here. I'm like, I'll keep up with you. just to see what's up, man.
Of course. And thank you for having me.
Oh, man, it's been a pleasure, man. It's been a pleasure. And I'm pretty sure my audience love you. You might have a fanfare now. Go follow the man. I'm going to put his Twitter link in the description when I post this on YouTube. And you can go and click the link. You can follow him. Show my man some love. Show him some love. Get his following up. Share the video. He may be coming to a college near you somewhere south. All right, Ethan, appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming on, bro.
All right, thank you. Have a great night.
Yes, sir. You too.
See ya.
That kid was funny. I love it. I love it, man. Ethan Fry, he's a nice dude. Over 3,000 purpose joy, and no one is offering him. Jesus, man, what is going on? Listen, I know some school in the SWAC that need a quarterback. Bad. Like, real bad. So they call the brother, they call his skin is a light complexion skin. Brother, you need to get something. You need to get a quarterback. Seriously. I know 1, 2, 3, 4. I know a couple of schools that could use a quarterback like that. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, he got it like that. His wheels are like that. So he got it like that. So again, this is Mr. 35 on 35 Sport. We appreciate all of y'all. And I got some very, very exciting news. This is my 10-year anniversary on November the 17th. Shout out to my beautiful, lovely Mrs. 35. I love that woman. Got 3 kids, 35. Appreciate everyone supporting the show. Hopefully, prayerfully that I'm gonna have a good week next week. So I won't be doing the show. I may pop on, college football playoff. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it when me and one of my homeboys. I'm gonna come on here and we're gonna talk about college football playoff. And if you want it, tune in and just give you your piece, give you your piece. Sooner or later, I'm gonna have a call-in line where y'all can call in and hear yourself on. So again, this is 35 on 35 Sports. And like I always say, I tell the DJ, hey DJ, play me my theme song.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad,
Yeah.
baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's